So, do you want me to call you Alan or Saber? What is it?
Dude, you can call me whatever you want.
Okay.
Dude.
Awesome. I want
Alright,
to
I
start
turned
off by
on.
saying this is
Oh,
amazing, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah, no, like imagine, okay, so imagine that I'm some high school kid that plays football, right? And
Uh-huh.
then I can pay $20 and have like the, top 100 freaking football players for free safety or whatever come coach me for an hour. Like, this is ridiculous. Coaching's amazing.
That
So
is true. That is true. You know, it's all online, so that's a pretty big benefit to League of
no,
Legends.
definitely. Yeah, I work in real estate and I've got another agent in the office that coaches like, oh man, he was like top 3 in the US for college tennis. He
Oh
coached
my,
like
what?
100, it's like $150-$200 an hour
What a
to
beast.
coach.
Yeah. Tennis is super expensive. Like piano lessons too and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, this is amazing. The call quality's, the visual quality is a little low. Is that normal?
Ooh, all right. Let me just restart that. It should be
It's not crisp.
like 720, but let me try again. All right. Any better?
So a little, let's see. You know what? How about this? Can I just make it bigger but not full screen? No, it's not gonna work. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. If it's a little blurry, it'll be okay.
Okay.
So a little background. I started playing probably like I downloaded League. I've been playing Dota since I was really young,
Yeah,
like the
hell
original
yeah.
Dota.
Me too, dude. OG
And
Dota. Oh god.
OG
Let's
Dota was
go.
like how I spent my summers when I was in high school. It was
Yeah, me
amazing.
too, dude.
And then I didn't want to play League of Legends. I had friends that were like, "Oh, hey man, play League," and I was like, "No, that game's for noobs and shit." Because
And it's like, wow, no
I played
denying, you know?
Han because it had creep deny. That's the first thing. Like I played like a game or
Mm.
two. I think I played Shin or something, and I was like, "Yeah, this is trap." Like before season 1, I was like, "You can't deny creep, so this game's gonna fail." And then look at me now, eating my own words.
It's
So
so funny.
I started playing probably like season 4, season 5, or yes, started playing season 4. I hit diamond pre-season 6 with 2,000 Jinx games in ranked. I
Oh
just
my
devoted
god.
myself to playing. I used to in Dota. I
That's
played
so
the
many.
Faceless Void. That was my favorite character
Is that he's
because
the
you could
one that
just
can
you were useless. Yeah, the one with the big AOE bubble where
yeah,
he
dude, and then
stops
everyone
time and
stops
then you go
inside and
like
you just kill
hammer.
everyone. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, hell yeah,
exactly.
dude.
So that's the thing. He was completely useless for the first 20 minutes, or for probably like the first 40 minutes, and then after he's got a certain set of items, he's just this hard carry that can go stomp on anything. So that's why I went to ADC. Let's see, Friday morning I was in my promos to Plat 1. Oh yeah, this is the thing. I hit Plat 5, or I hit Diamond 5 with 2,000 Jinx games
Oh
a couple
wow.
seasons ago. And then I almost got demoted into Plat 4. Oh no, I did get demoted into Plat 4 like over the weekend, and then
Good
just went on this
banger.
huge like loss streak. So I Jinx is pretty trash this season. I at least I haven't been able to play her very much. Kog'Maw is something I really like. My Kog'Maw win rate up to now was like 65%. My Quinn win rate before the weekend was like 68%. Kai'Sa, I've always had a pretty bad win rate on Kai'Sa, and then I've started getting better at it. But since the Rageblade nerfs, I don't know. I'm still able to do games pretty decently. I don't know. My weakest phase is going to be laning phase,
Okay.
and I think mid to late game. Now that I'm in this higher ELO, or like back at the brick wall that I was at, it took me like 800 games to get out of platinum. I was stuck in this like Plat 3 to Plat 1. When I first hit diamond, I was stuck here for like way too long, and I'm sort of stuck again. So
I
these
see, I
first couple
see.
games that I want to see, they're just things I did over the weekend that I'd want help on. But I'm probably just going to stay with you, like continuously coaching. Probably next month, starting twice a week for quite a while until I can. I mean, I want before the season's over, I want to hit like mid to high diamond, if I
Okay,
can.
sounds good. Sounds good. So, the kind of goal, I guess. Well, have you seen my other coaching sessions, by the way?
I've seen quite a few, not all of them, but yeah.
Right. Then you know that the goal at the end of the day is kind of, point out some patterns we think you might need to work on and come up with a method for you to implement that in every game,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
So
yeah. No, 100%.
when we
And
take a look at these, that's
nothing's out of the question.
of course, of
Before I was
course.
taking, like when I first hit diamond, I was working some dead end job and like playing like 12, 16 hours a day, and I was doing stupid stuff. Like every time I died, I'd record the last 30 seconds, watch it. I'd have to, before I could go to the next game, I'd have to write down why I died and then what I should have done instead, and then like crazy stuff. So no problem with that.
Which one of these?
Let's do the Quinn loss first, because I really feel like I hit a brick wall with my Quinn.
So why'd you decide to play Quinn for bot lane?
Because with Kog'Maw, with Jinx, with Kai'Sa, I feel like I have very little impact in the early game. Here, I can just sort of like snowball, and then do a lot of help the rest of my team. I don't care if my mid laner is like really like taking it back. I can help them out, things like that.
That's fair. You have that roaming potential when you hit level 6. You have some surprise burst damage with your abilities.
Yeah,
seems good.
I don't know when to take electrocute versus. Oh, in these lanes, I always take whatever like combat what is it, combat summoner that my support doesn't have. So he's got ignite, I've got exhaust. Exhaust is really helpful versus assassins too, with the whole like anti-heal meta.
Oh my, this guy's dying. Oh, feels bad.
Yeah.
Wow, what is going on? He's gonna kill this guy for sure.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about lane. Oh, actually, we can fast forward. Actually, let's talk about lane. So, you mentioned that you think your weakest point in the laning is the laning phase, right? Your weakest point in the game is the laning. So, have you seen any of my other videos when I talk about laning and lane matchups? And
It's like catch, all in, poke, sustain, those ones, right?
Right. So that's always the first thing whenever there are lane prompts. It's always the first thing that comes to mind is, are we kind of playing out the lane correctly? And here, you guys got level 2 first. Of course, you're going to run them down. So that's good. But let's talk about, what is your lane kind of categorized as, and what is their lane categorized as?
Mine would be catch. Theirs is going to be poke all in. It might be catch all in. Theirs is like poke all in. Maybe catch, because then Morgana hits the bind, then they can just go in on me, trap, and then that's a lot of damage.
Right.
Whereas
basically,
I want short trades, they want long trades, right?
Yeah, they're basically catch, and we're basically same thing, right? Except that our all in is better, especially since even if you miss something, you can still win. But if they miss bind, they can't win, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it was definitely demonstrated when you guys went in level 2, right? There's nothing they could do essentially, right? Yeah. So that was really good. Here we're just the wave got bounced back. Oh, someone got hit by the bind. That's fine though. We are destroying this guy. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
very nice.
The electrocute damage.
Nice. So far so good. I
started shielding this one just because Morgana seems to be very like oppressive with the puddles. Like it's damage.
Oh, Doran shield? Yeah, Doran shield is definitely good. Oh wow. Okay, if you can get in here with the flash, this guy is freaking dead. Ooh, this is free. Why did Lee Sin flash? He didn't have to flash. You almost saved him.
I know, I tried. The ignite.
Okay, you guys are definitely winning this. Everyone run them down. Sure, fast forward. Very nice. I think it was a good look to roam, but if it took any longer, we might have had an issue. But this is definitely worth, right? Fast forward, everything seems to be good. So, okay, what's going on here? Let's talk about this. What's going on here?
Okay, so I'm the snare's down, right? And then I move up, and then he misses his hook. So I shouldn't have kept going after he missed the hook.
Right, you have nothing.
She's abusing me with her range.
Exactly, you can't really hit back. If you can land the Q, then maybe you could say something like, "We're gonna go for a trade." But there's nothing really to look for here, right? So taking basically the only way you guys lose, all-ins is if you take too much damage before it happens, right?
Right.
So that might be something you want to watch out for. Right, exactly. Like you said, they're poke catch in a way.
Yeah, she's got like 200 range on me, so it's rough.
So one tip I can give you already is for laning phase, just in general. If they're pushing into you and you don't want that to happen, you can match them.
Yeah, how do I do that? Because that's
basically you want to hit minions.
How do I do that safely? Is what I'm saying. So like here.
So every time she goes for a last hit, you can also go for something. But let's say she's trying to zone you out. Then you could try and bait her out of her minions so you can Q her, right? Or if she's just standing over here, there's not much you can do, but you can hit the closest thing. Like in this example. Right? Also, you can hit all these.
But I'm really scared because we've got no vision. My flash is down and there's no top pressure.
Right.
Top and mid's pushed in, so I'm like, Kindred's got to be here. There's nowhere else for her to be.
Jungle could be here, so don't really want to look for a fight, right? Oh, and then we got hit by bind. So essentially, what it looks like is that you guys got some kind of advantage. You guys also got the roam off going into the river. Everything seems good. The only problem is that they keep pushing us in, and then we lose a bunch of HP, right?
Yeah.
And so now we can't do anything. So the idea is kind of when they're pushing you in, you can't stop it. Then
so
the
what do I do in these situations? Damage. Right?
Just
back up completely,
right? You don't want to take free damage, right? Let's say you guys are full HP and they're full HP, and you guys can't go on them. They're gonna push you in because your jungle's top, Kindred's here. So what do? You let them push in, right? But the important part is you don't take any damage, because when you take damage, when you get to a certain point where they can dive, right? Or you get to a certain point where these guys can roam and you guys can't really do anything. Or you get to a point where Pyke found a great hook into a stun, you guys have no HP, right? So the biggest thing is just, if you feel like you can't do anything, let him push you in, and don't get hit no matter what is the idea, because he's dead to Kindred here if
she were there,
jungle's here, right? Yeah. Or if Kaelin got that trap off, that would have been pretty bad too. But it's just, especially since you're playing a short range champion, you're gonna get poked out if you're not careful, right? You always have to have a reason to walk up and take damage, right? You should never really be taking damage for free. So but here we're just trying to last under tower, sure. This is same kind of ideas, right? They're gonna look for as many Qs on you as possible. Too bad Pyke got hit, but that's unfortunate. There's not really much you can do without Pyke going first. So of course they're gonna push you in, right? Yeah. This is just about how can we make it not as bad, right?
Yeah, sure, and this whole time I'm like trying to back because I've got BF sword and I want to heal up so I can reset.
Oh my, what is this wrong? This is not working. Oh, is it working? Oh,
it's working.
No way. They have a
believe it.
I mean, they have a Kindred. So okay, let's go dragon. Sure. We're looking to go mid here. Oh, okay, we found some free damage. I think that's fine. Oh my god, you're killing him. Is that for real? Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Gone.
He's killing. Kick him. Yo, let's go. Easy money. Just kill everyone here. This is free as hell. Okay. Wow. What's going on? You can press W and flash over probably. Yep. Sure. Very nice.
Then,
okay. Don't dive this. We just want to push, and then he dives.
No, we dive it.
Fast forward. Yeah. So that's good. And then take tower. So what's going on here? It seems like lane has been fine. The only thing is, in this replay, we got hit by a bunch of extra free damage that we shouldn't have, right?
Yeah.
So the important idea here is if they're trying to poke you out, your objective is to psych them out in terms of predict how they're going to poke you and make sure you don't get hit, right? You would rather lose the CS and not get hit than get the CS and get hit for like 150 damage. Okay.
Yeah. No, and that's usually I have a problem with laning phase, and then it goes into like mid game, late game. I do pretty well, but that's when I play like really hard carries. This one, Quinn, I don't have as many problems with the laning phase, but it's hard for me to close out games sometimes.
Interesting. You guys are just rolling across the map. Like, how can you guys lose?
I know.
Let's see. So we go bot.
I don't want to get really all in. If I get hit by a snare, yeah, I'm dead.
You're dead. You're dead if you get hit by that. You're also getting doped by Kindred too, because your team's at Rift Herald, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Tell me.
Okay, so here I'm pushing up. I think that they backed. I used my W, didn't see anyone in the surrounding areas. So I'm just trying to get some CS.
Oh, okay, so we W'd here. But I think we missed this bush. Right?
Possibly.
And,
yeah, good chance.
It's kind of dicey, right? Because they could be here, right? Like right here, and they flash ulti or something like that. Or
because I don't even have flash up.
Basically, the reason why we push out is so that we're getting CS and we're having it bounce back towards us, right? But if there's more people bot than our team, we can't push out. So maybe if we say our W is super strong, maybe we're like standing here, we use our W and then no one's here. Sure, I think that can be good. But the problem comes when they're like hiding here or something like that, and then we get caught, and that could be like really bad, especially in this patch. Oh, actually, here we go, right?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, see, so this is exactly what happens. Is so these are the kinds of things that we want to be watching out for when we have a lead. Is make sure that the gold advantage, XP advantage, none of that really matters. It's about man advantage. Okay.
Okay.
The golden XP and all that stuff, matchup, that'll, when it gets to a certain point, you can beat man advantage, but it will be super obvious to you if you can. And we're not at that point yet. You need like 2 items to be able to 1v2 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So whenever there's people missing and they were literally just in the area, you have to assume they stayed.
Okay.
right? And the reason why we knew this W wasn't going to work is because
this is the question. I understand that part, and I will say I died at this pretty often. I don't know what to do in the meantime. Like if I can't move up to get the CS, I'm not supposed to be at no point in the game am I just supposed to be standing still doing nothing.
Right.
So what is the correct thing to do when I'm in this situation?
So you look at this, and then you clear this out. Sure. Pause. What do you do now? What do you think?
Go take Gromp. Go take Wolves.
Okay, I think those are fine
Scuttle.
options. Maybe Wolves is my killing you. Okay, what's wrong with Scuttle? If you try and take Scuttle,
if I get caught by Kindred, because I still don't know where Kindred's at.
They're gonna come kill you for sure, right?
Yeah,
Morgana flash bind or whatever. I don't know if you used flash the last fight, but let's
I don't know if it's up or not.
Right.
Exactly.
What else can you do? Let's say before you
can I go help them top? But the thing is, we lose bot turret.
You're losing. You're losing this bot turret no matter what. Let's say Kindred comes here. You can't save it, right?
No, I can't.
You know why do you guys lose bot turret? Because you guys got Rift Herald, right? So this is a trade.
Okay.
In the sense that you always want to make sure that you're not doing something that's impossible.
Okay.
Something like holding this tower because it's 1v3, 1v4 even maybe, right?
Yeah.
So so you said camps is fine, right? We can base, we can go mid.
Should I help them top like that with the Herald?
You can't help them because you're too far away, right? That's not really.
Well, I mean, it would take me like 15 seconds to get there. I mean, like help them take top with Herald.
Oh, same thing, right? You have a man advantage top side. They probably don't need your help, right? You would want to go mid here, or let's say they send them, mid or top here makes sense. Or if you wanted to stay on this side of the map, you want to ward this entrance to your jungle, right?
Okay.
To make sure that we know what they're doing. Like, let's say you ward the Scuttle, then your team knows that Kindred based on win top side, or Kindred is doing Krugs or something, right? But basically, you want to take any option that doesn't involve man disadvantage, okay? Literally any other option, because this is always going to be bad. It doesn't matter what happens. It's actually always going to be bad, right? There's no way out. You could take 1 million damage, and it's still bad because they're going to take tower and you didn't get any money, right? Let's say you didn't die here and you get away. It's still bad because you didn't get to do anything, right? Or let's say they just froze the wave, and then all of a sudden, what can you do, right? We're losing money. So we have some problems when it comes to... Whenever stuff like that happens, that always might be an issue. Oh, okay. And then get a free kill mid. Sure, you can even go bot here, 2v2. Killing is not going to do anything, so this is free kill. You can even just run in here like a madman. It doesn't matter. Wow, here we go. Sure. Kill them all. Fast forward. We don't have to watch this. You guys are just insta-killing them, so easy 2v2. Sure, go mid. Push this out. Okay,
so
what's going on?
The other thing too, like it's 15 minutes in, I've got 80 CS. It's still difficult for me to like when I run electrocute. I have to get used to CSing under turret, but I feel like I'm missing waves. It's not just like from lane that I've got such a high
right. That's because you died bot.
That's right.
And the times you roamed, you got to kill, so you don't have to worry about the extra waves, right? So it's situations like this where you are losing waves. The instant you go to this Gromp, what's wrong?
I don't have any vision. Well, no, Aurelia's bot. Bot's pushed out. Top wave is gonna hit turret.
Did you push out mid first?
I let it get to river, and then I didn't feel it was safe enough because I didn't have any vision on top side.
Right. So we want to.
Everyone's up. What do you think?
Go back
what would you have done?
So we see Morgana's dead here, right? So let's say we see Darius spacing. We see Vladimir. Okay, who can kill us? No one.
Vlad. Right. Wrecks us actually a little later.
Right, but right now, where can he hide? He can hide in this bush up there. Right?
Okay.
So you can just walk up and push, right? And then if they come, you can even just walk away. I don't think they have any way of making you stay, right?
Okay, that's true.
Doing this Gromp is kind of counterproductive because we didn't get to push mid, and Lee Sin didn't get his Gromp, right? It's kind of not making sense. Your team is losing time here, right? Like Wukong's wasting time, Pyke is wasting time. We didn't push out mid, and sure, we eventually do it, but it doesn't make as much sense.
Yeah, could have taken the wave and then caught top too.
Right, we could have pushed out and then done something, right? So we're not really being productive. Same thing here. It's just if you're losing waves, it's because you're not pushing out your waves.
Okay.
See this? That's add 12 CS to your score right now, and then we would be a little bit closer to the CS we want, right? So fast forward, sure, we're going bot. That's fine, and then same thing. Right, what's going on here? Same thing. When do you do dragon?
When we've got a pick or I know man advantage, right?
Okay, true. When you have a man advantage or you kill someone. Okay, let's say you don't have a man advantage and you can't force one, but you can push out waves. When do you do dragon?
After the waves are pushed.
Right. You have to push first. They go defend. You know, they go clear up the waves while you guys do dragon. Right. So what's the you know, what's going on here that we didn't do? I guess.
So I should have pushed out bot and then made sure mid was pushed.
Right. And then how do you know no one's here to kill you bot? They literally can't catch you, right? They're just Darius can't walk up. You know, you're gonna press W. Even if he flashes, you're gonna E him. There's no way, right? So we're just not pushing out waves. Is why you have no CS. Basically, right? We're actually losing our XP too. I think soon. Caitlin's probably gonna hit level 10 soon. Okay, this is interesting. Wow.
Yeah, that was bad.
So what's going on here?
I'm not waiting for more. I'm not waiting for because it's 3v4, so it's automatically a loss. But even then, I'm not waiting for them to be focused on. If Lee was in there, maybe I could have picked her off with exhaust and stuff because they're focusing on Lee and Pike, which are like our beefier guys. Right. But even then, it's still a 3v4.
Right, 3v4. If you want to win 3v4, you need something big. So you need a one-shot Caitlyn. Can you one-shot Caitlyn?
I can't.
I agree. Can you one-shot Kindred? I agree.
I could, but she's going to press R. So
it's not possible. Yeah, exactly. There's counterplay as well. So that's how you know this is losing. It's just 3v4. Your play wasn't good enough. You're automatically lost, right? So fast forward, you guys are losing Dragon or something here, right? It doesn't matter what happens. Your team's kind of dying, right?
Well, I basically get back there first,
wow,
which is crazy.
That's actually insane. But you know, those aren't the kind of things. Oh yeah, your team's actually all dying, right? So there's somehow they got back in the game, right? It's just it doesn't make sense, and the reason is because we tried to continue a 3v4, right? Oh, you're gonna kill this guy because he's trolling, but
exactly.
But you know, that's the issues we're seeing. I think are the mechanics are good, using abilities is great. You know, what should we be doing? I think that's what we want to work on.
Making smart fights, yeah.
What should we be doing at any given time?
And I think that's like one of the bigger problems that I have with Quinn is that knowing when and when not to go in on stuff in the mid game. Whereas I don't have that problem with my hyper carries because
we have some waiting. Right. Because with Quinn you can fly anywhere. With
exactly.
Like Kogma, it's like, oh, we just gotta go to lane, right? So it's just the same thing here, right? It's just this one, pretty much the same kind of thing you want to work on is what should you do now after you see this guy die, right? What do you think?
Right now, push out mid and then take Drake.
Right. See, it's always push out first. Always push out, or you always clear first, right?
Okay.
Before you do anything, literally before you do anything. That's just if you can push out.
Like here, before you tell me that, I would have been like, okay, we need to take Drake, and then I'll get mid.
Right. No, you definitely need to do this. This doesn't matter. Okay, this thing doesn't exist. You don't care about this. The only dragon you care about is Inferno. Right.
Okay.
Unless you have some kind of interesting comp and you can do Baron with Dragon. Even then, I'll just prioritize minions always. Right. The only time you sacrifice minions is for Inferno Dragon, essentially. Right. That's the thing everyone loves in solo queue. Other than that, that's it. Right. You care more about money than you do about that dragon. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So here, it's actually the same thing here, right? When we want to make choices, it's okay. If you want the Raptors, you need to clear before you base. See, there's a pattern, right? We used our time, so here we pushed out, right? Here we pushed out. What'd you do at the time?
I went to take Raptors.
Okay, and then right after that, you got to go back. Right after that, you got to go back. So that's the same pattern we're seeing is that we're just missing a bunch of waves. So who got the waves? Not like, no one really. Actually, Lee got it. But that's not the person you want the money on, right? It doesn't make sense.
I know. Oh man, that's like the worst thing in solo queue. I'm like, hey guys, I'm playing Kogma. Give me the minions.
Yeah, that's pretty troll. Okay, what's going on here?
This fight. I did not realize how big he was. This guy's huge. He's like 5-0.
This guy could be 0-0, and this is still a losing situation, right?
Gotcha. But why? That's the question. Because he's level 13, or just because he's flat? I mean, I've got an executioner, so I'm like, hey, maybe I can duel him. I don't know. Like, what if this
is? Let's say this is Talon. Okay, is this good fight? Maybe.
No, it's if I get a clutch exhaust off, but even then,
right. It's pretty much any mid laner here. That's that has one rotation that's killing you, right?
Okay.
So maybe the idea is we should try and poke him while he's trying to clear minions, right? But what's the problem with our plan? You want to exhaust him, he gets black shielded. So there's no way you win this. It's literally impossible, right?
Yeah. No,
it's literally impossible. So what should you do instead? What do you think?
I mean, all the waves are pushed. Maybe take Krugs or Gromp instead. Group with Lee, wait for them to make something.
Let's say doing camps that's not Raptors or Wolves is a mistake for now. Okay. It's too far away. Gromp is too far away. But you're kind of playing Quinn, so it's not too far away. You could go top.
Just wait for the wave to come to me.
You could. That's also an option. Anything like maybe what if you think their top laner is gonna fight Wukong? You go help Wukong, right? Or let's say Pyke is sitting in that bush that's pinked over here. He's trying to hook someone. Okay, we sit in there with him.
Get a catch on Kindred.
You can do literally any of those options are good.
That's not this. Yeah.
Right. Definitely. This is just there's no way you can actually win this. Right. It's just 0% chance. So, the kind of fighting mistakes you make are just when you pick fights that are poor, it kind of it has like a domino effect on the rest of the map, because you guys were winning, but now everyone has to back off, otherwise they're all gonna die, right, to some kind of gank. You're not on the map, so your team has to back off, right? So stuff like that is gonna get them back in the game, especially when you give like shutdowns to Vladimir and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, okay. If you can do a bunch of damage and run, you're good to go.
This is still rough though, just because we're ult.
Well, you should win this. You just had to, right? You just had to exhaust. So
yeah. Or dodge the Caitlyn ult, because that's what killed me. But yeah, the exhaust is the better play.
Yeah, you just want to exhaust, or you would say something like, "We just want to take out all her health. You just want her ulti and we leave," right? So, you have a good catch here. It's just, I think the execution could have been better, right?
Yeah, you're right.
But you had the right idea, which is why your team is just killing everyone afterwards. It's just they tried to help Kindred and then team caught them. So you had the right idea. I wouldn't worry about too much. It's just, you need to make sure that you need to make sure you know what the plan is, instead of if you thought you could kill her with just basic abilities, then sure. But now you know. Okay,
so I've seen a lot of Kindred lately, and Kindred hasn't been popular for like a long time. Or at least in the I haven't seen her over the whole season except for like maybe the last couple of weeks.
Right.
What? How do you counter the ult? Because it screws me up on Kog'Maw too. I'll be like, okay, cool, my W's up, I'm melting their whole team. She ults.
You just want to wait for the ulti to be over, right? It's just playing around.
Do I do a disengage? Is that what the
right? You don't want to commit to a point where you can't get out after she ults, and then you guys are all screwed, right? That's probably worst case scenario. You want to do something like maybe wait until she gets caught, and then she is forced to ulti, and then you guys can go in after, right? Something like that. That's basically the big idea, right? Let's say you're playing Brand and she has ulti. Should you ulti before or during her ult, or after? What do you think?
After.
Right, because you do it before, it just doesn't do anything, right?
Exactly.
But if you do it after, they're all screwed.
Well, that's the question. Is it worth draining everyone's health and then the ult's up, or what?
It's just know that if you try and finish someone off, she's gonna ult. Like for example, you went on Caitlyn in that river fight 3v4.
Right. She
had ulti up, so you don't. That's how you know you don't want to do that. Is because she's gonna do that stuff. Wow, this is not good. Hold on.
No.
How did this happen?
So Pyke got picked off basically. Well, okay, so we kill Caitlyn.
Okay, you guys dive super hard for Caitlyn. Wukong doesn't really have anything, and then what happened to us?
I take the entire Vlad ult. I take all of the Vlad ult.
Right. So this game, it seems like we had a
just bad team fighting.
It's like we don't want to tell you how to play Quinn, but like, how do you know you win 1v1 against this guy?
I can't. That's why I'm like, okay, team fight. Let me do damage. I need to back off. Hit him as much as I can, then back off. Because my team's there on the right, so I'm like, okay, let's do this.
So here's the problem with that: is that what if he does all your health and you do 50% of his health? Do you still want to do that?
I mean, I don't know, because if he uses his ult only on me, I'm level 7. Or sorry, if he uses the ult only on me, then he can't use it on the rest of my team, right? And then they can fight. I don't know.
Let's say for Vlad ulti, good value is killing one dude.
Right? Okay, then yeah, then it's not worth.
Right, it's not gonna be worth if we face tank and ult, right? You would need something like we're baiting him with Hex Shrinker or something like that, right?
Okay.
Sure, we bait with exhaust here, but I think that if they had gotten that black shield off, we're definitely screwed, right? So kind of idea here is, I think when you play Quinn,
stop the damage reduction.
Oh yeah, it's gonna block all that, right?
Oh man, okay.
It's just you can't do anything about that, right?
Yeah.
So he's like saying Spo immune and stuff like that. So when you are joining a fight as Quinn, you're so fast that it seems like you can just run anywhere and hit the close guy as soon as possible. But you want to be patient and make sure that when you're joining these fights, you're coming in from a good position and a spot where you're not threatened. Right?
Yeah. So what am I looking for consistent damage, or am I only looking to go in off of like someone I can pick off?
So if you can pick off someone, go for it. But there's a tower here, so that would indicate that we can't really pick off anyone. Let's go around, be safe, hit the closest guy.
So in this exact situation, I'd want to go around through the river and then see what my team does and play off of that, right?
Right,
Like,
exactly.
maybe
I
just
mean, you guys,
don't E to him.
yeah, you guys got Kalen already. You just you guys got what you wanted. So
should I have just gone top and pushed that down instead and left him?
No. You want to make sure that this isn't going disaster before you leave.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because you guys are still in the tower, so you want to make sure everyone's out, or you're not turning or anything like that, and then you can bounce and do. You can do anything you want. You can do walls, you can do top, pretty much anything else, right?
Okay.
The problem here is just that he's just gonna kill you, and there's no real counterplay to this, right? Pretty sure we should have died here, right? And then
and then
since we take so much damage, you're just gonna die. Literally any top laner, right? What top laners have you seen? Like Camille, she's gonna kill you, right?
Gosh, yeah.
Aurelia, she's gonna kill you. Riven's gonna 100%. Kill you. Pretty much anyone, right? So that's the problem, is that if you trade really poorly in a fight like that, your team is losing, right?
Yeah.
Because even though you guys killed someone, you guys all died essentially for free, right? So that's not really what you want to do. You want to be more patient when you're coming into these fights, because I think you're like, the instant you get close, you try and go on someone, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you want to make sure that it's good before you do it, right? That's the important part, is that making sure that this is a good decision before you do it, right? Okay, go top is good. Sure. Push this out. Okay, team is dying. You got to keep pushing, right? There's nothing, you cannot go help that in time, I'm pretty sure.
No, yeah, not at all.
Unless you
Darius is TP.
That's fine. Maybe you want to. You can't fight Darius, so you want to bounce. Sure.
I think I tried to fight him.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay, he missed, but you don't have any damage, so this is not gonna work.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I don't do any damage to this kid.
Right. So sure, take all the camps. This is fine. Maybe you could have considered an option like basing and going to the fight, but honestly, pushing top is probably the better option, right? Sure, do red. Sure. Wow, they're doing Baron. There's no way they get this. No way. This is the. Oh wait, Lee Sin's dead. Oh wait, there's still no way. You kill Caitlyn here.
I get hit by Vlad. Yeah, it was a bad time. I should have gone up and above.
That was so unlucky.
I know Vlad comes out of the. Vlad comes behind the cliff. He's like, surprise.
Right, that was really unlucky.
That was awful. Well, the thing is, I wouldn't even say it was luck. I shouldn't have gone under. I should have gone above it.
No, I think coming from this direction is fine.
It's okay.
Because you want to stick with the team until otherwise. It's just that we didn't know where Vlad was, so
yeah,
we kind of got outplayed. But
honestly, it's because Vlad's he's the person I need to be worried about. Everyone else I can either get away from or kill.
Right. So essentially, what this game boiled down to was we kind of had we were kind of strong, but we wasted too much time. Pretty much doing nothing. And then we were strong, but when we joined fights, we put our team at a disadvantage. So we just straight loss, right? There's nothing you could do. And then now we're at the point where it's almost not really up to us anymore, right? You gotta somehow make more money if you want to be useful in these fights now, because Vlad is scaled now, right?
Yeah.
And you can't really kill anyone except maybe Caitlyn. But now she has a GA, so now we're kind of nothing you can do here, except try and make more money. So. I would also consider something like, have you ever tried some lethality items on Quinn or anything like that? How does that work?
I honestly sort of like not really knowing when to build which items, because it seems like Stormrazor's a lot more consistent. But honestly, if they're all really squishy, then I'd go with lethality. I think Stormrazor's better if they've got like. See, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Like, oh gosh, the Kindred ulti.
Let's talk about this. So, what's the plan here?
Okay, I mean, I want to stop them from Baroning, so I'm like, I have no idea. Maybe I can pick someone, maybe I can disrupt them so Lee can go in and snatch it. Like, I want to be flying around there to like try and distract them, put extra pressure on, so maybe she misses the smite. Who knows, right? And then see what plays out. See what Lee does, play off of it.
Right. So maybe you can like sit at the edge and like hit Caitlyn, but there's no way you can really go for Kindred here unless you're on comms and you're saying something like, "I'm gonna blind Kindred," or I don't know. Let's talk about like.
Well, so Kindred's ult stops Baron from dying, right?
Right.
See, that's the thing. Like, I've seen Kindred. Like, I haven't even like paid attention to Kindred for so long that now it's like, okay, I can't do anything, because even if Lee tries to go in and steal it, she's just gonna ult kill us, and then that's it. So I should have just tried to pick off Caitlyn or something. Right.
It's something like here. I think first of all, maybe you guys think you have a good chance of trying to make something happen here. What's realistically your best play here? And it's just maybe you can chunk out the back line.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
that's about it. And the only thing you're going for is the steal. You guys aren't trying to fight afterwards. So
right.
You don't even need to be here for the steal. Like you being here doesn't really increase the success chance of this steal. Unless Kindred is like walking into your face or something. Because
so what should I be doing at this point instead? Taking bot waves, top waves.
So let's say, you know, they're doing it and then it's like, okay, if you want to help, you try and see if you can do a shit ton of damage to backline. And then that's it. That's all you can do, right? Otherwise, you push mid here.
Okay. Yeah, mid's got a big wave.
Right. You just push mid, take their whole bot side jungle, take bot. Right. And that's essentially what you want to do. It's just that you go here. When you coming here, it doesn't really do anything is the problem. Because let's say there's a Baron being, this is just like Baron ideas, but let's say there's a Baron being done and you guys can fight. Okay, come. Right. Let's say Baron's being done. You guys cannot fight, but you can steal. You don't have to come. Unless you're trying to help your jungle get in there somehow. Like let's say their Cassiopeia is trying to zone you guys, so you need to help your jungle get in there. Okay, then you can come. Otherwise, you're not needed, right? So this is Lee Sin. They're not zoning him or anything. You're not needed, right? You being here doesn't really increase the success rate of his steal. So you should be doing something productive like pushing mid or pushing bot or stealing their red, right? Anything like that. So essentially, we had a great lead in lane, but then like you said, you know, sometimes in the mid game, things kind of go wrong and then we're losing all of a sudden, right? I think there's not much you guys can do at this point when Vlad is huge.
So yeah, like it's like playing Quinn specifically, I can't touch Darius or Vlad, which is really rough, right? So
well, it depends, right?
I mean, I'd have to build like tank killer. I mean, I could build Blade of the King maybe. So they're both health stackers. I've got the Immortal Reminder for Vlad.
I think you just need to make sure, you know, you're not dying so you can actually hit someone, right? I think that's the big idea, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and have money. Here, okay, if you think bot is donezo, you could maybe clear this in time. I think your team's trying to make a play here though with Wukong. So maybe you guys are just giving up in hid. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. But yeah, it's kind of all the good ideas, I think.
And not have a giant wave so that they couldn't take
look at this.
top.
Look at this. This is what you wanted to do for all the other fights. Look at this Darius, right? You're just hitting him. He can't do anything. That's exactly what you want to do with the other fights, right? Okay. I promise you, those situations will happen every fight, right? Or at least every game. And you just take the freebies, right? We don't want to do anything crazy like dash into Kindred or
stuff I was doing.
Right. It's just those plays. You know, what do you think the percentage of outcome is going to be? Like how many times is it going to be good percentage wise?
Like low. It's inconsistent.
I would probably say 0% because I have no idea how it works. Right? There's probably no way you can make it work. Right? So that's kind of the idea I think in the mid game where you want to push out waves and or clear waves before you do anything, okay? And for fights, you want to make sure that you're playing Quinn, so you want to look for these pickoffs, but what if you can't find it? Then you should play safe and hit the closest guy. Right? Okay. I think that those are the two biggest ideas from watching this game that you would want to try and do, right? Oh my god, why do we have to TP? What happened here?
Really, oh yeah, this starts a minute or two in. Really bad invade.
Okay, so unfortunate level 1, whatever. Let's talk about the laning phase then with Kog'Maw Lulu versus Ezreal Thresh. So
okay, so it's I want to say pick all in, or sorry, poke all in. I feel like as long as it's skill matchup, if I can dodge the hook, if hook's on cooldown, I need to abuse him with my W range. I have played a lot of Kog'Maw, and I really like Kog'Maw. He's a comfort pick, so I know I can be aggressive in the early game.
That's good. So, like you said, you're poke all in, and what are they? Again?
They are catch poke.
So all you have to do is make sure you're not getting caught, and then you can try and find an all in somewhere, and you guys are winning, right? So that's all you guys need to do. Okay, so what's going on here?
So this is I got caught.
Yeah, we got caught. So matchup, right? Good matchup. Yeah. There's nothing you can do if matchup ideas go wrong. So there it was just kind of he's looking to flay you, and then you try to auto attack instead of run.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Not much else there is to say, right? So okay, what should we have done instead? You should be happy getting this free damage, right? Yeah. You should be happy just hitting him like once or twice with W, and you're good to go. Yeah. Right. Since you have no flash, getting flayed is death if the jungler's here, right? yeah, that's basically it's all lane ideas. If lane matchup ideas. If laning goes wrong, that's usually what happens. Or you get ganked, right? So here, okay, what's going on here? Hold on. So what do you want to do here?
I want to try and freeze it.
Right.
So I want to kill as many melees as I can.
Okay, that was good. Good.
But it's not gonna. The issue is it's not gonna freeze just because the turret did end up killing a couple.
That's fine, right? As long as we are letting it semi-freeze / slow push, we're happy. We just want to make sure that the wave isn't like down at their tower and we're screwed, right? We don't want that to happen. That's not good. Oh, what's going on here?
So I need vision because the wave's pushing up. But I mean, Thresh isn't on the map. I haven't seen their jungler. If someone's right here, I'm dead.
Right. So you can't.
So when would I ward? Or would I just not in this situation?
Let's say you push it all the way into their tower and they're under tower. So can they reach you in time if Kindred's here?
No, but it's also just dangerous because if Kindred is there right now. So at this point, I should just play back and wait for them to push it out.
You're going to stand here and you're going to see what happens. And the reason why it seems like we can't do anything is because we died 2 times already. Right? So you can't do anything, right? This is losing. We have no flash. There's nothing you can do.
That's true. Although I think at this point, I feel like I can still fight because Ezreal's only got a tier. Like in this matchup, he doesn't build damage.
You can't fight because you don't know where their jungler is, right? If it's pure 2v2,
you're right.
You know, matchup is the same. Pure 2v2. Nothing changed about the matchup. They didn't get any more items to get all in, or none of that stuff happened.
Yeah.
2v2, you guys are still winning all in, but the jungler always counts, right? So if he hooks you and then he lanterns, we're still dead, right? In a way. Well, actually, I would say we might be out if he lanterns because apparently you take no damage.
Yeah.
That was
it's a good
nice shield. Polymorph. All right, polymorph to Ezreal. That was clean. And you guys are winning this. Very nice. Okay, you still want to stop chasing. Okay, good. So basically, in lane, the common denominator between both games was you fell into the enemy win condition.
Okay.
Right. If they were poke, we got hit by a bunch of stuff. If they were catch, which last game they were kind of catch too, we get hit by a bunch of stuff. Right. So that's the big idea. Big idea you want to work on for laning is you know that they're catch. This is your main focus. No matter what, you dodge this hook. You don't care if you miss extra auto attacks or you miss extra minions or anything like that. You want to make sure that you're not getting hit by their catch abilities or their poke or you're trading or whatever their win condition is. You don't want to do it. Okay.
So we see Kindred.
If Thresh is flash, you guys are donezo. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can try and do some damage here, but your buddy's
I mean,
dead,
if they're hitting her, they can't hit me. So
nothing you can do. Sure, that's fine. Not really your fault unless you. Let me see. Did Lulu have flash? She should have been out, I think.
Yeah, but it happens.
Sure, we could have said something like, "Oh, E the Thresh," but it doesn't matter. He's gonna flash, so not really your fault, right? Don't worry about that. It was just the stuff earlier that kind of led to this situation that made it hard for your support to play, right? But I think that's fine. You don't want to worry about that. You play perfectly fine there. Oh, Veigar's coming. You don't want to do that. You do not want to roam down here, my dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm red pinging. I'm like, come on.
Good. You want to definitely spam ping. I make a mistake often of not spam pinging when I think it's bad, and then it turns out bad. So basically, you want to be mega paranoid because if a play can go wrong because they have counterplay, it will always go wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
And even if it does go right,
right here is this dangerous that I'm pushing what do you think? I think that they backed. I don't know if he's in that bush or not. Lulu's behind me. I've got flash. I don't think it's too bad because they were both pretty chunked.
Are you prepared for the 2v3?
2v3, no. 2v2, I think we could make it happen.
Well, you said they were both chunked, right? So
yeah.
I would say you could go for the 2v3. And what's the reasoning? What's the reasoning?
Because I do mad damage, and they're like all low.
I'll say you still have flash. Right?
Okay.
So what are we looking for? Flash the hook. Right.
Yeah.
And then which direction are they coming from? This direction?
Top and
or
then
this direction. Right.
Yeah. Two of them.
So sure. If you go ward this, then you have to make sure that you're ready for up here. So
yeah, and it is important and worth my time to push this out, right?
Right, but if you use your abilities, you can't win the 2v3 anymore, right? So
that's true.
That's kind of definitely want to make sure that you're prepared.
So even though I know they're not in the bush, like because this whole time I'm like they're backed. They were low, they backed.
Right. You can't say they're back. They based until you actually see it with your eyes, or they show up on the map, right? That's how you fell into the trap last time when you were playing Quinn and you went bot, and you're like, "Where's Morgana and Kaylin?" Well, I don't know. I think they based and they came back, right? So it's the exact same situation, right? Is that the way to avoid it is to make sure that you're ready for when they come out. And let's say you couldn't 2v3. Okay, let's go back here and let's say, okay, I can't 2v3 here. What do we do? Ward this and then get ready to run when they come.
Okay.
right? That's the idea, right? You don't actually want to fight. Or maybe something like here, you don't push this as fast. Don't push this, right? I don't know why you push this though. When you general rule of thumb, when you come back to lane and the wave is like this, you want to slow push.
Just okay.
Always. The only time you don't is it's like you have one item, you guys can you can clear this immediately. That's like an exception, right? But most of the time when you come back to lane, it's gonna be like that. Don't push. You want to slow push. Okay. So that's how you prevent these kind of situations where you can't win, right? So let's see what's going on here. Same thing. Level 6, it doesn't change, right? They still catch. You guys are still all in. We're happy. You have flash on. You can probably kill them if you see Kindred.
Is playing back this far like good or what? Being zoned, just take it or what?
So let's take a look. All right. So if you walk up here, what's gonna happen?
Walk up. Oh, I'm gonna get hooked or flayed into hook.
Okay. So what's the solution?
Stay back, like stay out of flay range.
Well, what happened to our ward? Hold up. What did happen to our ward? Wait, I don't even know.
I don't think I placed it yet. I think you went backwards.
The trinket number is like bugged or something. I don't know. But we kind of want to. If we're afraid of that, we want to avoid the bush. Or let's say you get hooked and Hecarim's here. You guys are winning 3v3, right?
Yeah.
Because you just flash after he reels you in. You're good to go. So you don't really have to play this far back if you're ready for a 3v3, right?
Okay.
But yeah, let's say we're not ready or Hecarim's not here, then yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, because Hecarim goes back up to wolves. Yeah.
Playing safe is always going to be better than doing something strange and not sure if it works, right? Sure, Kindred's here. Maybe you guys can't clear the stage. Sure, you can run. You can throw an ear if you want, but that's fine. I think Hecarim's coming, so you can try and defend. Okay, good. This is winning. Oh my god, they're not backing off, even though he's TPing. Oh, you guys are going to kill them all. You're getting something here for sure. You're getting Infernal Dragon. Fast forward. We don't really care. We already know this is winning. Sure, you guys can do dragon, which is what Hecarim wants to do. Sure. Oh, okay, something's going on mid. Change of plans? Okay, guess not.
Yeah, this is definitely a bad thing, and I'm like, oh god. I'm shitting myself.
As long as we are oh, okay, we got hit. That's really awkward. Oh my, we're going on this Ezreal. PogChamp, nice. No, it was not the worst, I would say. Sure, we tried to do dragon. I think it was a nice try. You want to run though. Okay, fine. Okay, it actually turned out really bad, huh?
Yeah, because they got 2 kills in Drake.
Right, because Aurelia based, so you guys didn't want to do that anymore, right?
Yeah. Just because the engage range of Kled, right?
Well, this is just pure 4v4, but you guys are tanking.
Yeah.
Right, you guys are just tanking. So you can even say it's 3v4, but you guys are still tanking dragon, so it seems kind of dicey, right? The reason why you kill this guy is because you got Lulu's help, so that's nice, but you can't. It seems like a strange decision, right? If,
to flash on them or what?
No. We're not really based. So you did the best you could in that situation. I wouldn't worry about that too much, right?
Okay.
It's like when you're in situations where it's winning, we have no problems, right? It's just making sure we don't create situations that are really.
So what would you have done in that situation? Aurelia bases. What do I do?
Spam back ping, right? Because it's not working anymore.
And do what though? Like, there's no way for me to catch bot. Do I just go back to base? Like.
So let's say we're here, and then okay, everyone pushes out. Okay, pause.
Do I want to go help mid?
What are our options here?
So our options are to push down the turret, take Drake, help mid. My TP's down, so I can't go top. And it's too dangerous to go into their jungle without like tier 2 boots or stuff.
Whoa!
Right?
Kind of. Why is it dangerous? I guess.
It's because the exact same thing that happened. If I'm at red, that's almost the same distance to Drake. So I mean, Kled can just come ult me.
Right. So Kled's coming. Right.
Yeah.
So options are basically you already pushed this in. Can you hit tower? We say
I
no,
can hit tower.
Kled is coming.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Whatever the reasoning is, let's say no, because usually you can't hit tower. You gotta kill everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So what can you do? You can ward in base. That's about it. You can do scuttle crab. You can hide in this bush. Those are your options, right?
Okay.
So it's just, or you could do dragon if Aurelia stayed, but she didn't stay, so we can't do dragon, right? You just made the best out of a bad situation, right? Which is somehow we killed Ezreal. He didn't have his E. I don't understand what happened here.
He E'd in, or I don't know.
I have no idea. Look, you should have it, right? Oh, he E'd in, right?
Yeah. I thought he E'd in. I wasn't sure.
It was just troll. Whatever. He just dying. So sure.
Yeah.
Okay, here we're running mid, but where should we go if okay, actually we're fighting for this mark. Sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but she gets it anyway.
We want to push, sure. Okay, we can catch bot. I think can be okay, but you want to go top eventually, right? You can push this out though if you really want to. I don't know why we're helping this guy do Grump though.
I didn't want to push, like, continue to push bot, so I'm trying to group with the team at this point. I don't know what to do with this.
Oh, this
like
guy's
right
dead.
now.
So this is good. He came to join a fight. Oh my god, this guy's so dead. Don't let him out.
Come
Don't
on,
let
man.
him out.
Zoe never dies.
Where's
You
the
can't
ulti?
kill Zoe.
No. No.
I should have gone left instead of right. Did he? Oh yeah.
He missed
He
his
didn't
ulti.
go behind her. Yeah.
It was just she flashed. You can't miss now, and then he missed. So that was awkward. Sure, you tried. You got hit by a threshold, but they got out. Whatever. You don't want to chase. Oh, definitely don't chase this. What are we doing?
Well, we can push down mid. I was thinking.
Okay, so what happens when you hit mid tower?
Well, not like hit the turret, but I want to put pressure on it, see what they do. Maybe another team fight. Because Zoe's chunked out, right? She didn't have flash. Threshold's down. I think we can take a 4v4.
Right. It's looking pretty dicey, right?
But it is looking dicey, so I'm backing up. Yeah.
So sure, this is a good idea to have some mid control, but you need your own lane.
Because I don't know what else to do right now. Because bot's pushed out.
You need
and if I go bot, they're just gonna come sit on me.
Okay, so let's take a look here, right? So let's say you see them mid, and Kled is missing. So we're afraid that Kled is coming for us. Well, actually, we just saw Kled here, so we should be good to push another wave.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's literally impossible unless you think he's TPing into you. Then okay, fine, back off.
But
sure, join this fight. I think that's fine. And then okay, here you want to go top.
Okay. Why top?
Right? Because everyone wants their own lane.
Okay.
Right. So let's pretend Kindred's not on Rift Herald yet, right? So who wants mid? I guess who gets mid?
Vigar.
Right. Vigar just wants to sit mid, right? If it was Zed, maybe he goes side lane, but he wants mid, right?
Right.
What lane does Aurelia want?
She's gonna want top or bot. I guess if her TP's up, she'd go bot, right?
Yes, the side that if her TP's on, the side that doesn't have the objective. So where does that leave you? That's how we know. You want to go top, right? Everyone wants their own lane. We're sharing a lane. It's probably a mistake, right? So you want to go top here, and then since we didn't get to go top, we're sharing a lane, right? And the reason why you can't go bot, but Aurelia can is why.
TP, but I have TP, so I should go bot.
Well, right? Let's pretend that Rift Herald is down now. So why can she go bot and you can go top? Right? Why is it better? Like look at the wave right now. Like when you said
the waves of the river.
We said we're scared of Kledo, we're gonna die. Right? But what happens if you're top side? It's at your tower.
Turret. Yeah.
So
you're right.
Many reasons why you want to go top, but it doesn't matter as long as you get your own lane. So here you go bot, sure, I think that's fine. Sure. Push this out as fast as you can. Okay, you see shit going on top. You want to keep.
Oh, this is awful. This is like textbook terrible.
Oh wait, what?
No, it was horrible. It was awful. Like I knew this, just a bad mistake. I'm like, okay, we can turn this.
Okay, so usually this is fine. Why is it not fine in this case?
Because because there's a wave bot and Lulu's bot.
No. When there's a 5v4 going on top side, and you can TP in to help it turn into a 5v5, that can be good.
Yeah, which is what I was hoping for. But Hecarim just got chunked way too low.
How many people are at this map, on this side of the map?
3 of my teammates are top. 4 of their teammates are top, right?
Well, Zoe counts. She's definitely going to count, right? So
yeah.
That's 5. So 3v5, you join in, that's 4v5, 100% loss.
Yeah.
So this doesn't work because Lulu's here.
Yeah, you're right.
So you don't want to teleport here. So it doesn't matter what happens. You fast forward, everyone's dead. So that's kind of how you can figure it out. Is when you join fights that are numbers disadvantage, it'll always go poorly. Always. I promise you. Every single fight in the last 2 games, for sure. Every time it's 4v5, the team with more people wins. Okay, so that's like the big takeaway from mid game is making sure we're going to the right lane. Right, we need to push out our lanes and stuff, and making sure that we're not trying to encourage 4v5s. Like your team is doing a 4v5, you don't want to help that.
Yeah,
you can't help, right? If you can't help, don't help. You need to help yourself, right? So okay, what happened here actually? Where are we going? Let's see. Okay, some shit's going on mid. You see a bunch of people mid. Okay, go mid to clear, sure. Vigar died, so
because
that's not
top's
his lane anymore.
Dangerous now with no vision. Topside jungle.
do wolves. I don't know why Heckram's taking your wave, but that's really awkward.
Yeah. Welcome to solo queue.
Real strange, but whatever. Sometimes it happens. But yeah, this game is kind of hard now. We can go bot.
I want to be bot side for Drake. Oh, that's
Okay.
losing. I don't know why she's going in on that.
Well, she's doing a lot of damage, right?
Well,
so
initially when I saw her HP get like 100 or 150,
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Then there's probably no way, right? So I think it's
Yeah.
fine. There's not much you could have done there. Here trying to defend mid, sure. I don't know where your jungler's been this whole time, but that's kind of weird. Okay, we're hitting people. As long as you dodge hook, you're winning. Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was hooking me, so I flashed.
Sure, I think it's okay. It could have been better to make sure that you had a nice plan, right? It's just that they backed off, right?
Yeah.
You would, if you want to do something like that, you would do something like maybe try and you have a way that you have some way they can't get away for some reason, right?
Right.
So maybe you could have flashed closer, or maybe we just want to dodge, right? Or maybe we just walk backwards. So even if they hook us, we're good. But whatever. I think you had a nice try on the plan. The plan was it was nice,
damage.
but it was probably flawed, right? I wouldn't worry about too much, right? It's not stuff like that isn't gonna lose you games, right? You just have the right idea. You just gotta keep trying it out until you figure out what good plans are or what, right? At least you have a plan. The problems are when you try and do 4v5s in it, or you're going to lanes that don't really make sense, right? Okay, what's going on here? This guy you're not catching this guy, right? You don't have red buff, so it's not possible. Oh, okay. Aurelia, is this what?
I thought we were gonna collapse on this. But I also thought I could 1v1 him. So
you probably can 1v1 him, right?
I played it bad, but yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, that
got hit.
Dead.
Oh, you got hit. He's gonna EU.
Yep.
So another thing we're seeing is kind of not respecting how the enemy can kill you as well, because this happened like both games as well, right? We're trying to fight something, they turn around and kill us, and we're like, what?
Yeah.
Right. So that's also something to take a look at as well, right? Like when you're trying to hit Vladimir, he just kills you, right? So don't hit him. You want to wait until he's vulnerable for whatever reason. Same thing with this Ezreal, right? You're kind of focused on trying to do as much damage as possible with disregarding like your safety, and safety is number one, right?
Right.
Okay, what's going on here? Sure, we can clear this out. I think that's fine. Oh, that's kind of awkward. Wow, that was a fat Ezreal ulti. Does he have like Archangels or something? Oh, you can kill this guy for free. Oh,
he flashes out. I know.
That's fine. Oh, we're hitting this guy for free. See, this is exactly what we want.
Yeah.
Right. So finally we got a 5v5 and we're already winning because all we have to do is hit the close guy, right? Holy shit, they're all flashing out. Maybe we can find ulti here. Okay.
No
this
break,
is a hard chase, but someone died. Yeah. Everyone is just flashing out, so it's kind of strange. But there's too much, wasted time, I think. Like here, where are we going?
I'm basing to buy Gensus.
Right. We need to push top, right? We're like, yes, sometimes you want to sacrifice minions to finish an item, but is there any rush to finish this item?
No, because there's not going to be another team fight.
Yeah, because they do just die. So unless you're doing Baron, I mean, even if you're doing Baron, you don't want to base, right? So I don't know what's going on here. Your team is inting. That's kind of awkward, but Heckram keeps picking up the waves that you should be picking up, right? And that's why every single game we're down like 90 CS is because we're not really picking up our waves. Oh no.
No, this is good. It shouldn't have been good, but it's good. I should have dodged.
Because we have Lulu ulti, that's why.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have been good. Oh wait, you definitely should die here. Turns out that they don't have enough damage. Let's watch this again. That was, dude.
I should have died. I should be so dead.
Ezreal ulti procced the sleep. You see that?
That's 660 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, 300 true damage. Holy shit.
Damn. Okay.
It turns out that I would say it was risky, but you did good, but I don't think you understood why it was good. Right?
Yeah.
Or I guess, do you know why this is good?
I mean, my team follows up. Are you talking about because of the sleep proc or what?
No, like in general.
Or because of the Lulu ulti? I mean, Thresh is low. We've got numbers advantage.
That's it. You stop there. Numbers advantage. You're winning.
Yeah.
So this is good because you didn't insta die. So your whole team is gonna come in 4v3. You win, right? If you insta died here, it probably would not have been good. But
yeah.
Sure. I don't know if you calculated that Lulu ulti is saving you or something, but we had man advantage, so you're winning there, right? That's all you need to know. Okay. for these fights, the only thing you care about is, am I safe? Am I hitting the closest guy? And man advantage. Well, man advantage is first, right? But you know what I mean, right? And then non-fighting stuff, the stuff you want to focus on is, am I pushing out my waves or clearing them before I do anything, right? That's the most important thing, especially when you're playing like Kog'Maw.
Yeah, and I understand PS is king. Before, like, I don't know OPGG wise, but like I know that once I get to a certain set of items on this champion, like I can solo carry the game no problem. I've done that multiple times, right? So where someone just steps in and then I just melt them in 2 seconds. So the big thing is, like, how do I know what's the telltale sign for knowing when a wave is safe to go get?
How many people can be there?
Okay. So and that's the thing. If I don't know, then just don't take it or wait for it to crash or what.
Right. You hide near it.
This is spicy.
Right? You would hide near it, and then you would say, okay, the instant people show up on the map, you subtract them from the people who could show up in this lane, right? You're like, oh, I'm scared of Vladimir. I'm going to wait before showing up bot because he could kill me. And then Vladimir shows up top. Okay, push bot, right? This is a common one with like a Kali, Talon, Rengar, whatever, right? All these guys are going to kill you. You got to wait until you see them, right? If you want to push out these waves. Or let's say something like Rengar is coming, but my Lulu's here and we see Rengar's whole team on the map. So I'm going to come out, get this wave, and we're baiting for Lulu, right? And then you're good to go. Oh my god, he walked up. No way.
Yeah, watch this.
He's dead as fuck. This guy's dead as fuck too. How did Lulu die? Excuse me?
Lulu got hit with
she got sleep. Well, you just kill everyone here, so that's nice. They walk into Rage Blade. Very nice. Okay, same thing here though. Instead of doing camps, you gotta push. Okay.
So
I don't know the obsession with camps.
What's worth more, like camps, or because like watching other people's videos for lanes and stuff, like take all the camps and then push the wave. Like, so with this, wave always has priority over camps.
What's the order of operations here? Are you losing minions by doing this camp? What do you think?
Yeah, I lose like a cannon.
Right. So if you if you push the wave first, are you losing camps?
No.
Right. So there you go. Right. Okay. Or maybe this is something like, oh, we're afraid of Vladimir, right? That example, and then you have nothing else to do. Okay, you can do a camp, but here, the rule of thumb is you need to push out first, right? The rule of thumb is aim the wave first before you do anything else, right? Sure, base is fine, right? We pushed out. We'll consider this pushed out because even though you're losing minions, the wave is past the river, right?
Right.
It's not like
and that's what you say all the time. Push past the river.
Right.
It's back.
Sure, they're trying to do Baron. Oh my god, they got it right. Baron is super weak, so feels bad, man.
Yeah. And Hecarim wants to fight, so I'm like, all right, what happens?
All right, we got. Oh, that's a feels bad. Everyone tried to go for Kled, so wow, the Baron is just.
I know. I can't believe how like quick they got it. But...
If you want to help with Baron stuff, then we need to buy pink wards, right? Wow, this is free. She used her ulti. All you had to do is flash in.
Like, okay, this is good.
Oh, you flashed in too early. Okay, so why do we say you flashed in too early?
Because the CC wasn't down.
Okay, true. You want to target
like that's a complete thing. The hook got me.
What else? What's another reason?
Or the ult was still up?
No, you did it after the ult, right?
So what else? What would you have said?
So how does Kog'Maw kill people with his items?
Stacks. Like I got to stack up.
Right, Gunsu's
press W
stacks.
and stack up.
So all I had to do here is just walk up, get as many stacks as possible, and flash the hook.
And then flash.
You just kill everyone, right? Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, yeah, you're actually killing them anyways because you got the stack off eventually, but it's not very clean. You get the right idea with the flash, but you still have to target CC. Otherwise, they're going to CC you immediately. The only time you don't have to target CC is if you insta-kill the guy with CC, which is not usually what EDQ does.
The next thing I buy is a QSS.
That's probably useful, right? Because they got Zoe and Thresh and stuff, right? But yeah, if you want to help out with the vision, you need to buy pink wards. So that would be something that
I've got pink wards a lot for lane, but then like I've got 6 items for most of the mid game.
Right. You want to not buy that longsword, or you want to sell the Dorans, right? The vision is not like these stats are not going to win you games. Right?
Okay.
Literally never going to win you a game.
So it's more important to have an open slot for mid game.
Okay, like a full item probably beats pink wards.
Well, yeah, of course. I meant like.
Oh yeah.
Not components.
Right. For mid game for sure. You need pink wards, right? Wow, what happened here?
Okay, Hecarim goes in and dies.
Okay, hit the closest guy. Hit the closest guy, you're winning. Right? It doesn't matter. Oh, here we go. Hit the closest guy. Oh, now you need to back off. Oh shit. Okay, we're dead. Right?
Yeah.
Same
it's
thing.
After that hook that I buy the QSS. Oh wait, no, that we turn this into something
I don't
okay,
know.
but it could have been better.
Yeah, they definitely could have killed you, but it's the same idea of hit the closest guy, right? Well, this is for Kog'Maw. You hit the closest guy until your W's down, but it's also, you know, make sure you're counting their abilities, which ones that are gonna kill you, right?
And this is the other thing too. Like because I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, Hacker went in. The fight's been going on for like a good, 5-6 seconds now. Thresher's Hook's probably down.
They're literally saving it for you. Okay,
I know.
So that's the you can't assume it's down. Like literally, like always assume it's up unless you see otherwise. Like the same thing with Flash and stuff like that, right? It's always up. I promise you, it's always up. Wow, this guy gets away with that? No way.
No, this is Stacy.
Oh, you're so fucking dead, dude.
No,
she has to ignite you and you die. Oh, if she had ignited and auto attack, you're dead. Just Zoe things. You guys are still dying here for sure. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, 100%.
They just. Oh no.
Except for we turn it around.
Oh no. Let me see this. Let me see what's going on.
I'm just like a hook magnet, and it's awful.
Oh my god! I can't believe you get away with this. That was a sick Aurelia ult. It stopped him from auto attacking you. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow, we got super lucky here. Oh, actually, we are losing topside though.
Yeah.
If Kindred and Cloud were here, that's game over, right? Okay, so team fighting. When it's 5v5, the one thing you want to watch out for is
the
things that kill you. Okay.
Yeah, and this is like something that I know. Like I know that I didn't show it in this game at all, but it's like I know I need to be looking out for it, and it's definitely like something that I should be doing.
Okay, we're okay here. Right. Because if it happens once, that's a lost team fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's good that you're watching out for it. It's just if it happens too often in like a week, then I guess that's when you start focusing on that kind of idea.
Yeah.
But the reason why this game is so hard is because of all the earlier stuff, we would say, and our you could say lack of money as well.
Yeah, I'm like 100 CS behind.
Right. So when it comes to things, I think you should work on. All right. So if it's laning, worry about matchup stuff. Right. Like don't fall into their win condition. Don't worry about making sure yours goes through, because if you can avoid theirs, you're at least going even or winning. Right. Automatically even or winning. The mid game stuff is just you gotta push waves and clear waves before you do anything. Right. Okay. That's the biggest idea. And then also mid game and late game, you just never 4v5. Like it's always gonna go poorly. Like you saw, it's impossible to win 4v5. Right. Like let's see if we can have some. Let me see if I have any Kog'Maw games down here that we can try and show. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, poor. Any of these? Yeah, let's look at the mid game stuff. Okay, so we're out of lane. Sure. We got top here, right? Because everyone wants their own lane.
Right.
And then we're gonna push out, and then we're gonna do something after that, right? So let's fast forward. We're pushing out. Sure. There's some kind of fighting going on. Okay, 2v2.
So this is 2v2. They've used their abilities on your Lulu.
Right, maybe we can find some.
Does Mouse have ult? Is the question.
He has ult. It doesn't matter because if he ults me, we should be okay since Brand has nothing up. Right, and then push this out. Sure. And then okay, what's next? Oh, looks like team wants to dive, so we can try and follow up. Right? How come we follow up here?
Because you have numbers advantage.
Right. It's 3v2, 3v3 at worst, so we're okay. Right.
Yeah. Plus your wits is gonna help. Brand's damage, even if he combos you, it's not gonna do anything.
Right, so
like he's tickling you right now.
Yeah, but basically the big one is numbers, right? And then all of a sudden numbers is not happening. We need out, kind of, right? Sure, we can kill this guy. Wow. But go back to pushing, right? Back to pushing. Push on this tower. Even push another wave. And then what do you do after that? You go base, right? So that's it. It's all you need to do is push out waves and clear waves. Exactly. Yeah. If you have nothing to buy, don't base, right? But you always want to push out first. Okay, let's look at this example. How come we didn't push this out before doing Rift?
Because you saw. I have no idea. Hold on.
Is this pushed out?
I mean, it's past river technically.
Right.
So it'll bounce back.
Yeah, we're not losing any minutes, so that's why we can do Rift first, right? We would prefer to do Rift first because we have time to do it, right? We're good to go. So sure, put a pink ward on it, and then you can go back top. Sure, push, right? And then sure, we're gonna keep pushing, and then oh, okay, everyone's coming. You gotta run.
Yeah, because your team's all bot side.
Right. So this is the classic split pushing. When you draw people to your lane, then your team's gonna get something, right? Fast forward, we're pushing this out, and then oh, okay, what do you think is gonna happen? I guess spoiler because plays TV, but
how do you make a fat play? Like what's up? Oh, you die.
We try, yeah, exactly. It's 3v2. should think it's automatically losing. Okay.
Yeah.
Automatically losing when they have more people. So
what you should have done in that situation is just back up, or what?
Right. We're actually trying to kind of trolling, but
do.
we could look for some kind of mechanical play, right? But you would say nothing works here, right? You would say, okay, we're gonna flash the brand Q, then you die to Xayah E. So
yeah,
automatic loss. Can't do anything here. It's just 2v3, right? So we shouldn't have been there. That's it. You put yourself in a spot you can't win. So fast forward, what are we gonna do? Always push out first, right? So this is the big idea: is that even if you can't help in team fights because they're really bad, look at the CS.
Okay.
Right. You'll have money to carry future team fights, right? You
Yeah,
have you're really strong, so that when someone makes a mistake, you're gonna insta kill, right? You even push out mid, and then we're gonna go push out top, right? Get as much CS as you can, basically. And then stuff you said, what should we do after? Here we're trying to bait, right? We're just like, oh, maybe we're gonna hide in this bush. I don't know, something like that. Doesn't work. Whatever. Nice try. Push this out again, right? It's all about pushing out waves, right? And then we get to this point. How much CS do we have?
10, almost 10 per minute.
Right, it's getting better, right? So that's the secret, is you have to do this. Sure, fight breaks out and we have less people. Everyone run, right? I think we're trying to run here.
Are you trying to fade at all? Oh, well, he gets out of position. It still lives though.
We can try and hit someone, but the big idea is we don't really want this unless you say something really good. Yeah, exactly. So
you still want to
because
be
you're
in
safe,
like range for you to get back into the fight though.
Right. You don't want to just straight run, but you can maybe stick around to see if something good happens, like this.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Would say this is really good because there's no way for them to stop this.
See, if the other two would have just turned on you, what would have happened? If like Mundo and Xayah, I mean, because then.
If they turn around, I'm just gonna kill this guy and walk away, right? Or I can kill this guy and flash over, right? Most likely scenarios, I'm just gonna kill this guy and then kill Mundo, right? Because he can't do anything against Lulu Kog'Maw, right?
That's true.
And Xayah's going for her E flash. I have flash, so they can't win. Essentially,
that's true. That's true.
That's the idea. The idea is that your teammates set up such a good situation. It's not losable, unless someone really screws up. It's basically what's going on in all these 4v5s. Is something will happen that's impossible to win or impossible to lose, in a way. And then you want to either run because it's impossible to win, or you want to keep going because it's impossible to lose, right? So at this moment, you can't win, so you got to run, right?
Yeah.
We're like, oh, maybe we can find this guy, but you got to run. It's not possible to win. And then when you see something that's like super good, then it's like, oh, okay, our ulti beats the man advantage. Exactly. So, and then fast forward, it's all the same. Doesn't matter what happens, we're gonna push out, right? So here we're gonna push this out.
And then the other thing, like for itemization, Wade's Ginsu is really strong. And then why would you pick Blade of the Ring King instead of Runaan's?
They have a window, so that's pretty much your new. And a Malphite, right? So I was just like,
so tankiness. But most of the time, it's gonna be
Most of the time, I love Runaan's. So Runaan's is awesome. It's just too strong in team fights, right? I was just messing around too. I was just trying to test to see if Blade of the Ring King was good. I think it was fine. Especially with
it's probably working out.
And then this is just Lulu Kog'Maw, so.
Yeah. So like closing things, because you'll see me again. That's one of the reasons I've also been picking up Quinn, not just the agency of being able to like try and help dictate the game, but it works really well against non-conventional bot lanes, which have been slapping my shit.
Oh, really?
Like for the past few days. Oh man, that's dude! I just right before this, I just got dumpstered by Diana bot. What was it? It was Kaisa against Diana Nami.
Nami.
I know, dude. It was gross. It was terrible. So the like before when I hit Diamond, I would make like flashcards and test myself on all the cooldowns for like CCs and things like that. I'm walking to lane and all those Quinn games and the Draven games. It's like I'm up against what is that? Like Swain brand. There's been a lot of Swain. There's been a lot of Yasuo. And
really, wins against that?
No, losses. All losses.
Okay. I was just like, wow, I can win. I don't think so.
With Quinn, even when I like, or even with like, Quinn's my best bet because I can snowball the rest of the team, or that's what it feels like. Or I can actually like fight in lane and get a lane advantage. But even if I, Yasuo steps out of lane 0 and 4, like it somehow just turns around. So as far as, because I don't care, I just want to win. I just want to win and get better. I don't care what I'm playing. Like what would be the top three I've been focusing right now have been Kaisa, Kog'Maw, Quinn. What would you play instead?
I'm playing like Brand and Swain right now and trying to add Vel'Koz to the mix.
So what is
too good?
And I've got Brand Brand experience as well. Morgana like 80. I've got Brand experience. I've never played Morgana. I've never played Swain. would it be worth like picking up, playing on a Smurf for a little bit?
I don't play this shit, and I'm still winning. So look at this. I don't play.
So what's your win condition when you play those? Like, am I just looking for like team fights? Like,
all right, check it out. All right, so this landing phase is Nami Morgana versus Kog'Maw Lulu. Okay, what's Kog'Maw Lulu?
Kog'Maw Lulu's poke all in.
Right, poke all in. All right, what about Morgana and Nami?
All in catch.
Wait, how do they all in?
Snare in a bubble. I mean, I guess it's double.
But that's catch, right?
Yeah,
it's basically catch because it's good.
Yeah,
and then
so
what
catch,
else?
and then you've got a little bit of catch and trade because you've got
catch
you've got pool wave.
So it's the exact same thing. You do the exact same thing. We're just trying to auto tag trade, right? Let me see if there are any examples. I'm pretty sure there are some examples where we go for auto attacks and we win with Nami wave.
Man, and then auto attacking on like mid laners is cancer from like only knowing how to ADC for a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty fun though. And then let's say you can't land binds. What do? You set up a situation to land binds, like hide in bushes and stuff like that, right? Like this, for example, right? This is what you do. You say catch, right?
Gosh.
So how do we catch this guy?
Poor Kog'Maw.
Wow, they're trying to base, right? So throw a bind in his face, easy, right? And then let's say what happens if you can't get the bind off? Okay, push the wave. That's what we want to do anyways, pushing, right? As an AD carry, right? So let's fast forward. Let me see if there are any examples, right?
So
it's all the same thing, though.
So I'm looking to, no matter what in bot lane, as long as like everything's even, I've got summoners, all that stuff. I want to push to create pressure. So I want to push as much as I can and not be caught by the jungler, right?
There's a difference in terms of the general.
Yeah, how do you fight here, too?
Oh, say again.
Like, well, say what you're gonna say, but I want to see this fight as well.
Right. We already know this is losing, but to what's it called? Yes, the general rule is pushing is winning, but it's not
is that just
true
because of the pressure?
The matchup.
What? Like
right,
being able to dive,
you can do stuff after you push.
Okay.
Right, but what are they doing while they're waiting for you to push? Nothing.
Yeah.
Right, so they get no time to do anything. Agency. Right, you guys have pressure. You guys can go. You can roam first. That's called priority. Right, you have control over bot lane. You can poke. You can poke them on the tower. You can hide in bushes. You can go ward. You can fight for crab. Right, they can't do that. So that's why pushing is usually good. But let's say you're playing Jhin Soraka against Draven Nami. Can you push without dying?
No.
You're just gonna get run down, right?
Yeah.
And we say push without dying because we throw in the jungler to the mix. So let's say Draven Nami Elise. Okay, definitely losing no matter what, right? So yes, in general, in even matchups, pushing is always going to be good if you can push, right? Pushing is winning. But sometimes you can't do that. Just remember that if they have extremely strong bot lane plus jungle combo, you can't do that. Like the classic example was when I was learning this concept is, it was working every game, and I played against Kalista Thresh Elise. And then I tried it, and I just got shit on even with Flash and heal, right? Yeah, exactly. They just run me down. It was Flash Flay was winning, so we got Flash Flayed, we immediately died, right? So against certain comps, against certain bot lane and jungle combo, it doesn't work. But yes, usually you want to push. If you can draw the jungle bot, you're winning, right? So yeah, why is this fight bad? What do you think?
I don't know. Like, you guys have numbers. It's 4v4 at the best for them. You hit the snare. Oh, turret. You got collapsed on. You weren't paying attention to Eve, and then Dang.
So, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that hitting towers is a mistake.
Until they died. Yeah.
Hitting towers is a mistake.
Which
right?
honestly, like when I was first getting back into playing, I was like, "What the fuck?" Because that's not what it was back in like season 4 and 5.
Agreed. Hit turret all the time. But
hit turret all the time, and then just back up when they show up or something. Here, it's like if I touch the turret and I don't already have numbers advantage, I'm guaranteed to die.
Yeah, insta dying because you die in one rotation nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So here it's just you just press R, you just press Q. It's really hard to screw up on Morgana, right? It's just make sure you have good shield value. Make sure you just hold on to bind. Like we can watch these fights.
And that's another thing too. Like throughout seasons, my win rate, I've noticed like I almost dodge games with Morgana support just because for some reason like as soon as she misses dying, it's like okay, great. Now I need to back up because they're just gonna come slap my shit.
Right. That's always a problem with catch supports, but they also have really huge playmaking potential, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, basically you just come in here, you just try and land abilities, and you win. That's basically it. It's so easy, dude. Like it's so stupid how easy it is, but you just run them down, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess I did my job.
So this is the question that, like, I've seen. I try to ban Zoe, and Talon every game I can. Like, if I'm feeling like I'm about to get dumpstered by a Zoe, banning Zoe. If I feel like it's gonna be Talon this game, that kind of thing. So would either of those even work, bot? They're really strong right now.
I tried Zoe and it didn't work. And,
why though? Is it inconsistent
probably,
hitting your skill shots?
Right, it's inconsistent. There's a high skill cap to Zoe. Okay. I think it's really annoying. It could work if you're a Zoe main, but there's also like no walls for you to E off of instead of right? Okay. You can only E off like one wall, and then so they just sit in the bush and you're screwed, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't really work. It's not consistent. Is a problem. It doesn't work. And then Talon, you could try it, but I think something
the Talon
that
strength comes from
Talon
roaming,
apart,
right? And then you only have one lane to roam to.
Exactly, and not only that, but you want solo XP, right? So you can get as quick as possible. That's true. That. So that's why stuff like that doesn't work.
So scaling APs like Swain, Brand, Ziggs,
right? You're useful no matter what, right? Why is Swain useful? You're gonna grab someone, give him cancer, right? What about Morgana? You have shield and bind, right? Brand, you go 0-10. As long as you can stun someone and ulti the team, you win, right? It doesn't matter. Let's say you go 0-10 with Kog'Maw. You guys lost, right? There's no way to come back, right? So that's why this shit is so easy.
Believe it or not, I tilted like a few months ago. I tilted off the face of the earth, and there was a game where I didn't play. I was Kog'Maw. I got to 32 CS, and I was so mad at myself for doing some like stupid stuff. I was like, okay, you know what? You want to carry? You're gonna CS then. We won that game. I ended that game 32 CS Kog'Maw.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
pretty funny, actually. I felt terrible. After that, I was like, I'm an idiot. I'm not. I need to act my age. But yeah. Okay. Well, I really appreciate it. This went over time. No joke.
No worries. No worries.
But I want to keep doing this weekly. So I'll keep in contact with you. And after this month, when work slows down, it'll probably be bi-weekly.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's just I guess close things up with what I want you to work on in game. Okay. So when you're going into the game, don't worry about the lane phase for now. I'll keep it in the back of your mind. The stuff we discussed, which is make sure you don't fall into that win condition, right? But for the mid game stuff, the thing you want to do is I want to always see you push out and clear before you do anything. Okay. And no 4v5s. That's it. It's just you can do those two things. You're improving already. Okay, every game is basically like you can't make a single mistake in those areas. Okay, for now we're just worried about that, right? Don't worry about team fighting. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Keep doing you. Just make sure that you're pushing and clearing waves before anything, and making sure that you're not doing 4v5s, right? You count numbers before you help a fight. Okay, and that's what I think you should work on.
Okay, perfect. And then I don't think I have any other questions. But I'll just stay in contact with you.
All right, cool.
Thank you, Saber.
Sounds good. If that's all, then good luck in your games. Let me know how things go. Yeah.
I'll keep in touch. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Sounds good. See ya.